How's it going, guys? Welcome back. I just wanted to, um, I just wanted to talk about something. Obviously, there is a push nowadays, to where most people, and whenever they work or whenever they're going to school, whenever they're doing something that is taking up a whole bunch of their time, um, we'll call it work. Um, Whenever the work just like seeps into everything they do, it's really encouraged nowadays because whenever you're working, you are making whatever you're working for more profitable, regardless if it's like schools, if you're fulfilling your education, whatever. Maybe that's a little bit different, but I know for regular jobs or jobs in general, um, whenever you have your time dedicated towards, the company, um, the managers and the people above you really seem to like that, because, obviously you are improving whatever is going on in, whatever area you work in. It's helping them, helping the whole thing generally, um, work out a little bit better, probably make a little bit more money on the side, um, make things that, impact the future, whatever. That's well and cool, I guess. But whenever you get so absorbed in, you know, what other people, um, who don't really seem to, uh, I wouldn't say like, don't really seem to care, um, but don't have your best intentions at heart for the most part. Whenever you're spending your time on other people, you can really miss out on spending time on yourself. And spending time on yourself, I think, is one of the best ways to, stay mentally sane. If you don't do anything that you like to do, then you're just going to be burnt out on everything that you're doing, eventually, sooner than later. Um, and that's very not good. It's really not healthy. And yeah, it's not good. What I would recommend is if you are stuck in that situation where you're spending every waking moment, or again, sometimes not even waking, whenever you're spending copious amounts of time, on these things, work, school, I would recommend just taking a step back, trying to evaluate what you can do to not do that, and then implementing some sort of plan in order to, give yourself a little bit of you time, a little bit of family time, a little bit of whatever personal time is super, super important. Um, Personally, my job kind of has me do a lot of stuff. I'm pretty busy most of the time, but what's wonderful is there's set hours, that we are working for the most part, and during those hours, I give it my best. I will, what's the word? I don't know. Contribute. I'll contribute the best I can, whenever those work hours are going on, because it's my job. It's what I get paid for. But after those work hours are up, say like a 9 to 5 thing, right? Work starts 9, ends at 5. And then whenever it ends, I generally don't have anything to do with work until 9 o'clock the next morning. There are exceptions. There's examples where, you know, work has got to be done and stuff has to be carried over, but generally, I think it's better, at least for myself, to just kind of leave that stuff for tomorrow. You know, whatever is going on at work can wait. There will always be another time. There will be tomorrow, probably. And if there's not, then all the more reason to not fucking care about it. Another glorious day in Georgia. But generally, you know, whenever I get home, I don't turn off my phone, but I do silence it. So if anybody tries to call me, you know, you're getting a buzzer, and then you're gonna have to leave a message, because generally what I try and do is like the first hour or two, really. If I'm released from work, then I get to go home. You're not really gonna hear from me until the morning. And the first 2 hours, especially, because that's whenever I'm winding down. That's whenever I'm like watching a video, eating, just chilling out for a little while. Eventually I turn my phone back on to where I can get calls and stuff. But for the most part, I find it has really helped me to, you know, make myself unaccessible for the most part whenever I first get home. Helps me clear out my thoughts, start to unwind and not be angry sometimes, because work can be frustrating. And it's important to get that stuff out. Work on stuff that you want to do. You know, flip knives. If you don't flip knives, then work on other things. Like I draw. Maybe you've seen my Instagram. I draw, which is pretty cool. I flip knives, so I have those two outlets. I watch videos and play video games. I have a bunch of friends. We hop on Discord, and if I can chill out for a little while, just find something that you can do to, I don't know, like distract, but, you know, get away from work. Because if you have that as the only thing that you're thinking about, I promise you're not gonna be okay. And at the end of the day, you gotta look out for you, because nobody else really has your best intentions in mind. Unless it's your mom, probably. My mom's pretty cool anyway. But still, you know, nobody quite knows what you need except for you. And it's really important to take you time. So, other than that, I don't really have anything else to say. This is my second take of the video. The first take, I basically said the same thing, except it was more boring. So hopefully this isn't super dry. I know it's a little bit of a drier subject, but hopefully the information got across to the people who needed it. Yeah, personal time is something that I take very, very seriously, and anybody who I work with, I also say that they should take it just as seriously as I do. It's very important, especially nowadays. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. If you have any comments, you know, there's a comment section for that. That's pretty cool. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know any tips that you have for unwinding, what you guys like to do at the end of the day to, you know, distract yourself from this thing called life. And make sure to subscribe if you want to. 40 billion subscribers very, very soon. We have passed 100 since my last video. Super cool. Super stoked about that. Finally, 100, which is my goal for Blade Show, and hopefully it didn't slow down. See where this thing goes, you know. 40 billion. Anyway, I don't really have anything else to add. Appreciate everybody for watching, commenting if you did. subscribing, and yeah, taking the time out of your day to watch this. So, I have nothing else to add. Bye.